Okay, so first I'm just pinning up my hair so I have a clean slate to do my makeup on. First you want to moisturize your skin. I'm just using a basic Cetaphil Daily Moisturizer with SPF in it. And please excuse my breakouts, it happens to everyone. And for that reason I'm going in with primer to put a smoother canvas on my face before I go in with my concealer and foundation powder, and that way when I'm at work it's not separating or coming off. The foundation that I'm using today is the Tarte foundation. That one's like a Amazon clay one. I really like it. It helps me keep my skin a little clearer during the time of the month where my skin's really breaking out like right now. So I'm just going in, I'm using an Urban Decay brush. It's the one that I got from Ulta. It's really easy to put your foundation on with this brush, and it makes a little bit go a long way. I put a little bit under my eyes, but I am going in, as you can see right now, with the Amazon concealer for under eyes. It's supposed to not crease underneath your eyes. I'm still kind of looking for one that I like a little bit better though. I just found this one in the makeup box from before that I was using. I'm using a Sephora brush that I got for the holiday package. I'm waiting for my new brushes to come in. I ordered the Sigma brushes. I hear a lot of really good things about them and I wanted to give them a try. I'm starting out with their basic eye brushes to try out first. Okay, so then I'm going in and I'm just kind of smoothing out any areas that have a little bit too much concealer. And that way I don't have any globs of concealer over zits that I don't want to show up in the first place. Yay! I'm also just getting ready for work today, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1. Okay, so I felt like I needed more concealer. So I go under my eyes, and I'm also kind of doing a little bit of highlighting at the same time with this lighter color. If I have a spray tan on, this is too light, but I'm obviously super pale right now, so it works. First I just use my finger to kind of blend it in. You can use a foundation or under eye kind of brush if you want it. I'm just kind of patting it in with the foundation brush to make sure that there's no globs. And make sure it's all even. I like to make sure that I apply my foundation and the bronzer and things like that underneath my jawline too, so there's no line of demarcation. Oh, the tool that I'm using right now is a little sponge, or Just Then, and that just makes it so you can blend it in without taking too much of the product off your face. It's awesome. They're super cheap. You can get them lots of places. The powder that I'm setting my makeup with is the Bare Minerals powder. I believe that one's in medium. I try to go really light on this as much as possible. It's like almost empty, so you'll see me like swab it a lot, but I promise it's not very much. The brush I'm using came with a Laura Mercier package. Oh, this is the Real Techniques brush that I'm using underneath my eyes. I love it. I use it to set my concealer under my eyes, and I also like to use it for a highlighter. Later on you'll see me use that, but you would want to clean it after you do that. Next I go in, I'm just brushing my eyebrows so there's no crazy flyaways. And I'm using the Anastasia Brow Gel with a kind of slanty brush. Anyone will work. This one I got from Sephora. And I'm trying to just kind of follow where my basic hairs are and just make sure that they're nice and full. Some days I wear them fuller than others, but I always use something on my eyebrows that helps make your eyes look so much more awake. Sometimes when you just have eyebrows on and nothing else, though, and a really white face, it can look a little bizarre. And remember, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so they're not always going to be perfectly even, just as long as they're like on the same kind of wavelength here. So I usually try not to draw my eyebrows like out of the place of the hairs, because then it's just kind of obvious where they end and where they begin. There's different things that can help you grow your eyebrows too if you've overplucked in the past. I've definitely done my fair share of that. Yeah, so I spend a lot of time on my eyebrows, making sure they're Then after you put the brow gel on, just kind of go over it again and brush out and blend that color so that there's no like clumps or anything in your eyebrows. So this makeup look, I'm just happen to be doing that first. The palette that I'm using, it is called My Sculpted Face by It Cosmetics. You could use this for, it's awesome because it has mirrors in it and a lot of different colors. It has highlighters, browns, and you can use it for eyeshadow. I'm just using like the lighter brown shade to show you with a fluffy brush from a Naked palette in the crease of my eye. And it doesn't have to be perfect, I'm just kind of putting a little bit of like neutral color down there so that I can create canvas for the rest of my makeup on my eyes. Next I'm using the lightest color. It's more of like a matte white on the brow bone, and then there's another white, it's almost like purple, like I don't know, it's like I see purple in it sometimes, but I just kind of put that in the inner corner of my eyes. You can use it on your highlighter too if you like. I just felt like I was too pale to have some like purplish color on my, I don't know. So I'm just going in with a slightly darker brown in the crease again, and I haven't really put anything on my lid yet. Then this is my second favorite brush. I love this brush. It's also from Sephora, like my eyebrow pencil or my eyebrow brush. And I just put it right under, I use like some of the eyeshadow that I apply on the top of my lid underneath as well. A lot of the colors that I use on the top of my eyes, I like to use on the bottom. It just helps them really smoke out and look. I'll also, in my next videos, I'll do a close-up of the eye so you can really see what I'm doing. This is my first video, so it's, I know, a little far away and I don't have all the perfect lighting yet, but I'm getting there. So yeah, I'm just going into my, like the inner corner of my eye, but not all the way. Almost like you're trying to draw a straight line. Next I'm going in with the Naked 2 palette. Kind of point quickly to the colors. I'll go over in more detail. But that is a color that has kind of a shimmer to it. And what I'm doing with that is I'm just putting it all over my lid. And what you want to do is just almost what you want to do is just kind of pat it in there so it's not all over the place. It's not falling down. Then I'm going in with a lighter color again on the inner corner of my eyes, just to kind of go over the color that I already set. And as you can see, I kind of highlight above my eyebrow too so it catches the light. It just helps your eyebrows look more arched. Then I'm going in with this really pretty shade. It's called Snakebite, and it's from the Naked 2 palette. I use this all the time. It's like, if you look at my palette, it's like the one that's almost gone. It's just a nice, like, kind of glimmery brownish copper color. And then I'm going in with a fluffy brush again, putting that in the outer corner. And I'm not really, I'm not making it perfectly lined or anything. It's just kind of a blown out, kind of smoky look. I will definitely do some close-up of the eyes when I get a really perfected look. This is an eyebrow pencil called Costa Rice, and I'm just using it in my waterline, but in the end of the video, I don't like it completely. I end up going in with, over it with a black eyeliner called Perversion from Urban Decay. So if you want, you can just skip that step and put a black liner on. But I usually like how that looks with brown. I just didn't like it after I put on the winged liner. So first, I'm going in with, it's just a black eyeliner, and just kind of smudging it out for kind of a base to put the winged liner on. I'm not great with liquid eyeliner yet. I need a little more practice. So I'm doing it kind of really skinny to begin with, but you can make them bigger if you want. I usually use a pencil, but I'd like to challenge myself and use liquid. It's also nice to use liquid with false lashes too. It looks really pretty. So the trick is with, I think with the liquid liner, is you don't want to put it all the way by the rim of your eye. You just kind of want to put it on the edge, and depending how big your wing liner is on the ends, just kind of creating that line there and give you a little edge. You know how it goes. keeping it close to where your eyelashes are. You don't want a gap there. I think that's like I don't know, it just looks unprofessional with your eye makeup if you have like a huge gap between where it ends and where it begins. And I'm just using that Sephora brush. I will need to clean it because I got liquid liner on it now, but to create a really like intense line so it's not all over the place. Once you can also use like you know, even like a Post-it, or like they have some things that are built for making that straight line. But today I just drew it on really thin, so I just needed a little help making it straighter with the brush at the end. Yeah, so I understand that liquid liner is really hard. You have to keep a really straight hand with this a lot of times. But it looks awesome when it's done. And then make sure that they're even too. Just kind of check in a mirror, check a few times, and you know, even them out. You can always make it bigger. Next, I'm going in with this fluffy brush. I honestly don't even know where I got it. I got it like so many years ago at the mall. I use it all the time. It's perfect for just putting a little bit of color on your face with bronzer or blush. You can really use it for anyone. You can even use it to set your foundation with a powder. I think just making sure that you wash your brushes so that you're not like using blush for foundation and whatnot. Then I'm going in with the Eco Tools brush, and this one is a blending brush. I'm just getting a little extra color because it wasn't quite dark enough for my taste after I got the liner on. And I'm just using a straight up black color. It's called Blackout from the Naked 2 palette, and it just creating that outer V there to give it a little more depth. And I think you'll be able to tell a lot better what I'm doing when I do a close-up video of the eyes. And then in my future videos, I will also give a close-up and the final look and pair it up so you can see each one up close. Then I'm taking that blending brush. I use that one so much these days. It's just the brush that came simply, I think it came with like the Naked 2 palette. And I'm just using like a really almost kind of like an orangey brown right in the crease. And it just creates a softer blurred line so that you don't have any harsh lines between the black and where the white is and the copper color. So it just kind of blends them all. This is the one brush. It's a blending, another kind of angled blending brush that came from the Sephora Christmas package like a long time ago. I've had my brushes forever. I am so overdue for some new ones. So I can't wait to show how the Sigmas work. I noticed that so many YouTube bloggers use that. This stuff is awesome. It's Urban Decay setting powder. And since I was going to work, I wanted my makeup to stay in place, especially since I've been breaking out so much. I really don't want to like look in the mirror halfway through work and see a bunch of acne on my face. So I'm going in with my eyelash curler just before. I'm not using false lashes today because I'm just going to work. So I just curled them just to give them a little bit of a bend, and then I'm going in with MAC mascara. It's just like a little sample guide. And wiggling from the inner part of your eye to the outer parts of your eyelashes. And when I have the wing, I almost kind of try to manipulate the eyelashes to turn outward so that they go with the wing. Some people prefer colorways. And then optional, you can put mascara on the bottoms. You might even want to wipe off the wand if there's too much mascara on it. Then our favorite part, going in with Lime Crime. It's a really pretty like lavender purple kind of lip color from Lime Crime, and it's called Airborne Unicorn. You can get it on their website. I think it's just limecrime.com, and it comes super fast, and they're really cute, and they're decorated with little unicorns and stars. I just ordered a couple more things from them too. I love them. Can't get enough of it. So, I don't have a liner that I can use with this yet, so I just simply use the lipstick. And then I'm using, to make sure that all the lines are straight, I go in with the concealer brush. Then I'm just going to use a little bit of MAC blush. This one, it's almost like a bronze color. It's so old. The name is worn out. I will find out for you. Just using it on top. And then awesome NARS Albatross with that same one brush that I used for my under eyes before. But I will wash this before I use it for my under eyes next time. This is just a highlighter, gives it a little more depth and catches the light really pretty. And I did end up wearing my hair up because it's so freaking greasy, but yeah, I don't want to wash my hair every day because I've been getting it chemically treated. This is when I decided to change my eyeliner to a black one. It just makes it look like your eyelashes are a little more full and it gives the wing a really pretty look. And that is pretty much it for my purple lip look. So hopefully you can dare to bear those purple lips and they're really fun. I suggest it. And subscribe if you like my channel below. Thanks guys!